Hello and welcome to this video on adding decimals. In this video we're going to look at some worded questions, so you need to be familiar with this vocabulary. All these words basically mean add. Total, sum, more, altogether, increase and plus. They all mean the same as add. So you need to be on the lookout for these appearing in worded questions. Let's have a look at an example. Example number 1. Look at the distance map below. Sam drives from Paris to Vienna. How many kilometres is that altogether? There's that key word, altogether. That gives us the hint that we need to add. So let's have a look at what numbers we need to add. It says that Sam drives from Paris to Vienna. So Paris to Vienna looks like I'm going to have to add 560 and 727. So let's do that. So we know that we need to set out our working in a column, and digits of the same place value need to be in line with each other. So 727 underneath like that, so that the units, tens and hundreds columns all line up. We start on the right hand side. 0 plus 7 is 7, 6 plus 2 is 8, and 5 plus 7 is 12, but because the question has finished I'm going to write the 12 not where I normally carry it below, but on the answer line. So my final answer there is 1,287 kilometres. Example number 2. At the corner shop, Frankie bought a newspaper for 95p and a packet of crisps for 49p. How much did Frankie spend altogether? Give your answer in pounds and pence. So there again is that clue word altogether. That tells us we need to add. It says give your answer in pounds and pence. Now that information is not always given to you in the question, but all you need to do is look at the answer line, because the answer line gives away what the examiner wants to see the answer in terms of. So we can look at the question here and we can see that we're actually given it in terms of pence. So we've got 95 pence here and 49 pence here, but they want the answer in terms of pounds. So what is probably a sensible idea is to write it as pounds right from the word go. So 95p is 0.95 like so, and 49p is written 0.49 like this. And then we need to add them, and we start on the right hand side. So I'm going to do 5 plus 9, which is 14. Remember, I'm just saying 9 and 5 here just for example purposes, but do remember of course that this is in the hundredths column here, so it's 5 hundredths and 9 hundredths, but just for example purposes I'm going to say 5 and 9. So 5 plus 9 is 14, put the 4 there, carry the 1, 9 plus 4 plus 1 is 14, and carry the 1 again, and make sure you put the decimal point absolutely in line. 0 plus 0 is 0, plus the 1 at the bottom, don't forget that one, is 1. So the final answer is £1 and 44 pence. Example number 3. In the supermarket, Alex buys some toothpaste for £2.85 and some milk for £1.39. What is the total cost of the items Alex buys? There's that keyword, total cost. So we know we need to be adding them together. So we've got £2.85 and £1.39, and make sure you keep those decimal points in line. So the decimal points have to line up just like we did in the previous video. And £1.39p. Let's add those together. Start on the right hand side. 5 plus 9 is 14. 8 and 3 is 11. Plus another 1 is 12. Put the 2 there. Carry the 1. 2 plus 1 plus another 1 is 4. So the final answer there is £4 and 24 pence. Example number 4. Amy measures her height as 1.87 metres. She then puts her shoes and hat on and her height increases by 5 centimetres. What is her new height in metres? So here we're asked for the new height in metres, which is going to require an extra step because of course here we are given the increase in terms of centimetres. If this last bit of the sentence isn't given, always just cast your eye down to the answer line and it will tell you what unit the examiner requires you to give the answer in. So we have that her initial height is 1.87 metres, but then we need to add on 5 centimetres. But we need to be really careful that we write that 5 centimetres in terms of metres. So this is metres, we need the 5 centimetres in terms of metres as well. So how do we do that? Well, if 1 metre is 100 centimetres, it means I need to divide this number by 100 to get it in terms of metres. And if I do 5 divided by 100, it ends up in this column here, the hundredths column. So now I can add these two numbers together. 7 plus 5 is 12, carry the 1, 8 plus 0 plus 1 is 9, put the decimal point, keep it in line, 1 plus 0 is 1, so her new height is 1.92 metres. Example number 5. Jay is training for a 10-kilometre run. Here are the distances Jay ran last week. What is the total distance Jay ran on Thursday, Friday and Saturday? Give your answer in kilometres. So, as I say, if it doesn't tell you that bit in the question about kilometres, then just look to the answer line there. So we need to be adding together Thursday, Friday and Saturday. So Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Now we have to give our answer in terms of kilometres, so that one's okay. That one's okay because that's also already in kilometres, but this one is not in kilometres, so we need to change this. So let's have a look at the hint here. It says that 1 kilometre is 1,000 metres. So that means I need to divide this number by 1,000 to get it in terms of kilometres. So if I divide that by 1,000, I get that that is 3.2 kilometres. And now I can put them in a column and add the numbers up. So I'm going to start off at the top of the column with Saturday's distance of 10 kilometres, just because that's the biggest one. And I can see here that I've got 1 decimal place here and 1 decimal place here. So I'm actually going to put this 10 just to 1 decimal place to make sure my numbers all line up. So 10.0. Then I'm going to add on 2.9 and 3.2. So 2.9 and 3.2. And let's start off with this column. 9 plus 2 is 11. So put the 1 there and carry the 1. 0 plus 2 plus 3 is 5, plus another 1 is 6. And then there's just a 1 here on its own, so that drops down to here, 16.1 kilometres. Final example. Taylor has packed a suitcase with clothes for a holiday. It already has a mass of 15.7 kilograms. Taylor then puts in a book which is 0.4 kilograms, a hat which is 150 grams, and a wash bag which is 1.1 kilograms. What is the total mass of the suitcase? Give your answer in kilograms. And again, you can see that that is given away there on the answer line. So we're okay with this one. This is in kilograms, this is in kilograms, and this is in kilograms. But we need to change this one into kilograms. So how do we do that? Well, here is a little hint. It says 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. So therefore I need to divide this by 1,000 in order to give it the number of kilograms. So if I divide that by 1,000, I get 0.150. You can write it like that, or you could just miss off the 0, it doesn't really matter. in this situation. So 0.150 or just 0.15 kilograms. And I've asked for the total mass, so therefore I need to add them all together. So 15.7 plus 0.4. So lining up my decimal points there, keeping them all in line. 0.15. Just going to keep it as 0.15 rather than 0.150. Doesn't matter if the 0 is on the end. I don't need to put it on the end there. And 1.1 kilograms for the wash bag. So adding them all together, and I'm going to put a couple of zeros in here as place value holders. So because I've got something in the hundredths column here, I'm just going to put a 0 in the hundredths column of each of these. And now I can add them together. So 0 plus 0 plus 5 plus 0 is just 5. 7 plus 4 is 11. Plus another one, 12, 13. 5 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1 is 6, plus another one is 7. And this one is just on its own there, so it's just a 1 there. So it's 17.35 kilograms. And that is the final mass of the suitcase. Okay, have a go at these worded questions. So they are over 2 pages. Here's the first page. And I will go to the second page now. So have a go at those questions, and when you are ready, resume the video to see the answers. So I'm going to go onto the answers very shortly. Here are the answers for questions 1 to 5. And here are the answers for 6 to 10. So well done for having a go at those.